Good morning, Saturday, April 27th. And this is always a happy day for me because my youngest son was born on April 27th. But I won't let that distract from what I want to talk about today. Today I want to talk about TikTok. Now, TikTok is a social media platform. And while I am a user of my computer for many, many hours a day, I am not a user of TikTok. Now, TikTok is a place where people go to communicate with one another, and they use it as a living platform. Something that they have to do every day is tell the stories, contribute the stories, be interested in anything that's going on. Now, Bytedance owns TikTok, and Bytedance is a Chinese company, and that has put a lot of pressure on TikTok in a sense that many in the United States fear that China will capture information about its users, about what the people in the United States are doing, about what they like and what they dislike. And our government, and I think they have reason to believe this, that China will capture this information and use it to benefit themselves, and puts us in a terrible position if millions of our people use TikTok every single day. And if the Chinese are stealing that information, and believe me, it's not hard to do, because I've been in the information business my whole life. And I know what you can do with a little bit of information about a person, what they like and what they dislike. Because when I worked for a living, I managed a company, had mailing lists. And we would mail catalogs to people and advertising to people because we knew their habits, we knew their buying habits. Because stores like Saks and Tiffany's and Bloomingdale's were our customers. And we would get information about their customers and what their customers did in their spare time and who were the best shoppers and who were the worst shoppers. But we had all that information at our fingertips, and we could design promotional efforts tailored for certain groups of people to make them buy these products. And if you had 1 million people that you were trying to reach with an offer, if you got a 4 or 5% response, you got the world by the so-called collusions. You made a lot of money doing that. So I am familiar with the world of gathering information and using it to the benefit of your company or your country. And I don't blame the U.S. for being afraid that China will use TikTok to its advantage. Now, if Joe Biden signs a bill for a nationwide ban of TikTok, what are people going to do in their spare time? Because there are many loyal TikTok users. And Bytedance says it has no plans to sell its social media platform. And this is the first time that Bytedance has come out in a response to the issue that has many terrified. They are calling it a fraught issue. But I think it's more than fraught. It's really a threat when you come right down to it, because information is a critical element of saving your lifestyle and maintaining your position in the world. And if that information is gathered by one of your world competitors, that's not a good thing. So if the United States feels that China is a threat to us, and I don't disagree with that at all, then they have to then we as a country have to stand firm against allowing TikTok or any other product like that that threatens our security to be used on our premises by our population. But while TikTok's company, Bytedance, has refused to sell it to the U.S., will they sell it to other organizations or countries or companies or individuals? I don't think the Chinese company wants to part with Bytedance in any way, shape, or form. And so I look at the situation as a very, very tenuous situation. Bytedance has to be under control of the nations that allow it to be used in some way, shape, or form. So maybe the U.S. can't buy it, but maybe a conglomeration of companies or countries could execute a deal. Now, if Bytedance is banned by the U.S., would other countries think the same? I don't know if China is interested in information from many of the other countries in the world. But they certainly would be happy to get as much information as the U.S. has, because they are our primary competitor for some form of world dominance. So this might be considered a war of some kind. And I agree with the government of the United States. Bytedance is a threat. TikTok is a threat. It gathers in the minds of the young, and who knows what else they could put out there to make our situation here very uncomfortable. So I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I suspect that Biden will sign a bill. He will sign that bill that will lead to a nationwide ban of this very popular app. And I don't know if that will result in an uprising of the young and even the old who are intrigued and enhanced and entranced by Bytedance, by TikTok. So I leave you with that this morning. Something that we must watch closely. And the U.S. must do what's best for the U.S., and that would definitely lead to a nationwide ban of this popular app, TikTok. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. Have a great day. Bye.